First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go.
Ritter looking to put it up right away. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA. Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what in the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Or I should say, covered well.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line. Let's go now. Warriors, 70. 70 rings. 70 rings. Score these guys, man. Hey, score these guys. Let's go.
On first down, Hyde. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked by Julian Love. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Ritter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Blaster, 6. Trouble, 38.
On second down, Ritter. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Shot, 17. Hut, hut.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from second to third down. You talk about this Lions defense, and they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember, they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Ritter throwing on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Lions at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. You talk about this Lions defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Ready?
Ritter to throw it. He had a man open, but missed it, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, Hyde got his man. It's Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Gibbs again. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And now off to the races down the right side.
And that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the ready. Check view. Set.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's Ritter. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Colby Parkinson, 48 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Ultra.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to first at the Lions' 19-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
97.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
43 rail.
Ritter. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd? And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 28, Lions 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Taking it right down Broadway. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 6 Mega. Edo Blue. 10.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short, Ritter. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here we go.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
You are a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ritter will set up to throw it. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown! Drake London with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 35, Lions 21.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 48-yard
throwing on first down. Hyde. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Powering his way forward. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he loses the football the second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You remember?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 9 here. Back to throw. Hyde. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Shot, 17.
It's a pickup of 6.
Ritter now on second down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked tough from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway. Unfortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Ritter now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Brown goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Hyde. And And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On third down, Hyde. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. Potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions trying to come out of there. Could not buy. There's a stat category called PBU. Breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away, offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield, and you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ritter off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Hey, go Fury.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Lions are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
This is 2nd and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Strike. Check. Ready.
Ritter heading right off the option. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Trail green. Blue strike. Set.
Ritter back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. High. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
24. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Hyde. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Hyde. And that will be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On 1st down, Hyde. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. That is caught by Laporta. And brought down out before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
43 rail. Black shot. Drill, 52. Bang.
Now Ritter. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, Chargers.
Okay, break.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Ritter wants to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Let's go now.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Slide 2. Hut, hut.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready,
They'll
ready.
come up 1st and 10 here.
Black Ultra. Smash, red. Hut, hut.
Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Cheetah, cheetah.
Big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Ritter looking to throw it here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Ready.
This offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. Team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here at OT as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. defense ready to kick off their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Off the play fake. Hyde. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open board beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
19 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Hyde. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And maybe out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Pardon me, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely, that would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33. Gibbs straight ahead. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This out quickly to Williams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
They'll run with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Gibbs. see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Lions, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.